Alright, 2012 Kia Optima. Every time I put it on reverse, the camera shows a black screen. Now, the last time I did this, it was moisture. And if you can see, I put silicone. Let's zoom in. Focus on the damn thing. There you go. I put silicone all around it. And then I heated everything with a heat gun to make sure there's no moisture left, and it was working fine. And then a couple of days later, started to do the same thing. So now I know for a fact I have sealed this properly, completely. I have opened the insides all the way as well, sealed them completely, so it's not the camera itself that has the moisture in it. It is going to be the connections. So now, to get to it, it's very easy. You gotta remove these weird screws. I've removed some of them. You gotta remove these. So let me go ahead and remove all of them. They're gonna be all around the trim. First we're gonna do that. Alright, once you removed all of them, the liner, black liner, is held by these two little hookups. It can come off, but it's also held by the little handle here. So there's two screws underneath this handle. All you need is a flathead, and just you can see a prying section over here. Let me zoom in right there, and you pry it out. There it is. And there's two screws there. You remove those and the whole liner comes off. So let me go ahead and remove those. Alright, so as soon as you remove those, the whole thing just comes off. So we'll take this out and put it on the side. And you can see stains on it. That is water spots. That is because moisture has gotten underneath the liner. And here's a setup for the dash cam. Backup cam. Now I don't see any moisture on the panel itself. So, first thing to do is to remove the yellow clip here. It's very easy. You just hold the white tab down. Why is this camera not focused? There we go. That's it. Now to remove this, you gotta go through the back. It has two pinch points. Pinch those out and it comes off. Let me do that. There we go. That's removed. You can see the pinch points. You just have to squeeze it from the back through here. Squeeze these pinch points and it will fall right off. And that's it. That's all there is to the dash cam. I mean the backup cam. Now to get it out, you have this white holder that will hold it in place to the trunk. You just have to slide it down. You can see it moves up and down. It has slots into it. To remove it, you just have to... Can't remember how I pulled it out the last time. Pretty sure. Alright, to remove it, it's very easy. You just yank, it's holding here, the teeth, and on the other side too. You just yank it this way. That's it. Push it this way, so it comes out of the teeth, and it just comes right off. Oops, it fell. Now when that comes out, you can just pull out the dash camera very easily. Except minus seems to be. And it goes out toward the outside, not the inside. So we'll go ahead and do it from the other side actually. Okay, here it is. There's the dash cam, the backup cam. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a heat gun and make sure there's no moisture left, and then I'm gonna plug it again and see if the black screen goes away or not. Alright, so I noticed there's moisture. I just pulled out this little rubber tab that's holding it in place inside here. I pulled it out, and sure enough, I saw, let's see if I can get it on the camera, I saw moisture in there. Let's focus. There is water droplets all over the damn place. So if you want to prevent this completely, you can probably use a silicone gasket sealant to seal this completely together. Okay, so I'm gonna heat gun that and ensure all the moisture is gone. Alright, so I dried it a couple of times and the joints here didn't really work. So I had to pull apart the screws and actually use a heat gun on it. And sure enough, I noticed all the screws were rusted. And so that's what I did. I pulled it apart all the way down to the base. Let's see, this camera is just not focusing on it. There we go. So I pulled it apart to the base, left it all under a heat gun for some minutes, and hooked it back up before I could put everything together to see if it's gonna work. Let's go and put it on reverse. Okay. And reverse. And it works. Works beautifully. So now I'll just put back everything reverse order. Perfect.